All right. Hey. Let's have a good playoff run, huh?
Let's get it, boys. Let's go.
Just one simple word. Again.
Again.
Here's Manson. Bennington's reset. Manson scores!
Again.
6 seconds. Helm scores!
Again.
Here's Makar. Loose and goal. Arturi. Licking it. Again. Do it. Comrade is shot blocked by Hedman. Score!
Again.
To MacKinnon. Bouncing puck. And a goal! Arturi licking it.
Again.
Colorado has won the Stanley Cup.
Again.
Again.
Again. Again. Again. Again. Again.
It's time for
Again.
Our Avalanche pregame show presented by DraftKings Sportsbook. Nope, it's presented by Fubo. I'm still doing it. Fubo TV bringing you our pregame show of round one, game one of the playoffs. Avs Kraken. It's finally here. Blaze, AJ, Rudo coming to you live. I'm just excited.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's finally here. We finally get to do this again. Should be fun. Ready for it. Game notes, they haven't made an official lineup yet, but both Ben Myers and Eric Johnson were taking warm-ups.
Yep. No Cogliano.
No Cogliano. It
And
could
you know,
be
that guy has got to be in some pain
yeah,
for him to
not be playing.
Yeah,
Yep.
to not be in a
Playoff game for sure.
For sure.
It's a dude who came back from thumb surgery in like a week.
A guy that, I mean, you're talking about a guy that's missed like 15 games in his career. Like,
Yeah, he's been the rubber band man. He just snaps back every time he runs into the boards.
yeah.
Gets up and is fine for the
Yeah.
most part. Not here for this one. Not clear if the Avs will be going 11-7 or if Ben Myers will be in. We'll see. We'll
Yeah,
leave
like
it
that
at
they're
that.
not, Bedner's not telling the media anything.
He's not telling anybody
and he's
nothing.
not letting
Yeah.
warm-ups tell the story either. He's like, no, we're just going to keep you guys guessing.
Could go either way. We will see very shortly, though. For the Avs, even with no Cogliano, it's close to as healthy as they've been this year. It's
Yeah.
everything you could ask for, besides, of course, Landeskog in Game 1.
Yeah, and he's gone. He's been gone all year.
That's
He's now
known info now.
He's now an afterthought. It is what it is. And you have to be really excited to finally see what this team's going to look like.
Yep. It's
Because
go time.
Even this version of it, you've seen so little of this year.
Yep.
That it's really hard to figure out who they are. You know, statistically, you're like, yeah, but
Yeah, but no more buts.
all year
Yeah.
long, it was yeah, but look at the lineup. Yeah, but look at these guys. Yeah, but this. Yeah, but that. Yeah, but came at Easter. Now it's time to go win a Stanley Cup.
That
Nice.
easy. It's just that easy. Time to go win a Stanley Cup. Go do it.
Straight up, like this is your journey. Like, Seattle's excited to be here. Show them what playoff hockey's all about.
Well,
There
you
you
know
go.
the path, right? Like, you've been there now.
Yeah.
You've been to the top of the mountain.
As they say.
Yeah. And now you're going to the depths of the sea to start this whole series
Climb it
off.
again.
Yeah. Now you just got to climb it again.
Look, we've talked about it a lot. It's the same story for Colorado as it has been for a lot of the portions of this year. Number one, it starts at the top. It starts with Nathan MacKinnon. It starts with Cale Makar. You want to throw Alexander Georgiev into that conversation too? Sure. But your big guns are the guys that are going to drive your hockey team. Hard not to feel really good, certainly, about MacKinnon and Rantanen coming in. Rantanen set the Avalanche goal record. Nathan MacKinnon single-handedly won the Avs the Central Division and hit 111 points against Nashville to end the season. These guys look ready. Cale Makar has been sitting for a while. Feel pretty good about his health, given they gave him the extra rest, but can he show up at game one and be ready to rock?
Yeah, I think, rust is always a conversation. And with Makar, we've always seen he's always been kind of a slow
returner.
It's kind of a slow burn when he comes back from injury, but I think the start of the postseason, some of that intensity will it'll be there for him.
Yeah.
And that's not the kind of guy that I'm ever going to count out when the lights come on, when the games get bigger. I mean, he's just a guy that you're like, well, I'm not counting him out. My expectations for him in this game are pretty middle of the road. I'm not looking for a superstar performance. You just want to see a good performance out of your top pairing.
Yep.
You want a quality game out of your top pairing. And if you get some crazy shit out of Cale Makar, you probably win. Great.
Well, look how he started for the Avs. He came out during the playoffs, scored a goal his first shift.
Yeah.
So he knows how to get up for these games. Like, I'm not too concerned about it. And you've got to be excited to see that defense come together. I mean, that is the X factor, right? We talk about the high-end talent.
Makar, but Josh Manson back as well.
Yeah. Well, just the lineup back there too. When you're looking at matchups, you got to feel good about what you got back there.
Absolutely. Even though they do look like they are going to go a little top heavy with Taves, Makar, and then Gerard Byram.
Yeah.
I guess Byram, Gerard, left, right.
Yeah.
But
you'll see Manson sneak shifts up there, though.
I think you will. I mean, I just think that especially as Manson works his way into the game, when he gets back into rhythm and back up to speed, et cetera, I think you're looking at it and just saying, all bets are off with those guys. Whatever combination you want to roll with is fine.
Yeah.
And looking at that, you have that set up in your defense, and then at the top of your offense, you have MacKinnon and Mikko next to Evan Rodriguez. That second line of Lehkonen, Nichushkin with Comfer in the middle. One, you need the production out of that top line if you're going to set up this way. You're asking them to dominate the game a little bit. Two, what are the expectations for you, Blaze, on that second line? Is it strictly just shut down, or do they need to produce as well?
No, I think they need to contribute to the offense, right? Like, you have the skill set back there where you should be contributing, and especially if those two players, they are offensive-minded. They are going to jump into the play. That is one of those things that you like to see throughout the Avs lineup. That's what I mean. As you get these players back, you have that luxury of being able to not always just be playing against the top pairing on the other side or the top forwards on the other side. You're going to see shifts against different lines where you might be able to take advantage of that lineup that's out there.
Yep. Avs have last change. We talked a lot. Bednar doesn't really target that. It's more a situational thing that he will go with.
Yep.
But
kind of a weird setup tonight.
Yeah.
Myers, Eller, Malgin
as the third.
Yeah, and then Nieto, Newhook, O'Connor.
So Newhook drops.
Because Nieto and LOC are your classic defensive
grinder type. Yeah.
And then putting him with Newhook, but then having Eller.
Not with those grinders.
With Eller with Myers and Malgin. That's a weird, it's not hard to envision Andrew Cogliano and Darren Helm replacing Myers and Malgin in 3
pretty
days.
straightforward. And I guess with that setup, you're looking at Eller and saying, hey, we have Malgin, who's on the smaller side, more offensive, and you have a young Ben Myers where you're asking for a little bit of defensive stabilization.
It's balanced because you're trying to get you with the skating with Newhook between Nieto and LOC.
They can fly for sure.
That skating all matches up really well.
You would love a little bit more finish on that line, probably. But
Malgin with Eller and Myers, it's just kind of like it's like
it's a hodgepodge a little bit.
It's kind of like Lars Eller is just now the babysitter.
Unfortunately, it wasn't you that got adopted. It was Ben Myers.
That's what I'm saying.
Until Malgin comes out and balls out.
I mean, and look, here's the deal. It's the playoffs, right? Clean slate. Go out there and show the world who you really are tonight. And for Colorado, to me, the very obvious thing there is no lapses. Don't take any shifts off tonight. Don't take half a period off tonight. Go out there and play quality hockey throughout this entire game. And if they do, I think the odds are really good that the Colorado Avalanche win this hockey game.
Yep.
It's just not complicated. Blaze, you were talking about it before the show. Avs can prove it tonight, right?
Yep. Yeah, I mean, if you come out and you just kind of set the precedence of this is what we're going to be doing from here on out, play at our speed, and they are focused on what they're trying to achieve, that's a hard team to beat.
Yep.
Against the Kraken crew, like, great season, but this is their first time. This is their first time. This is their first rodeo. So you got to take advantage of that, too. There's going to be some nerves in there. Obviously, some of these guys have played in the playoffs, but not as a unit.
Yeah, and, like, as a good hockey team, and they're going to be a hard hockey team to play against. They forecheck you to death. They skate well. They play really cohesive hockey as a unit. They play very connected. They're very good defensively.
Solid defense.
Like, this is a really good hockey team.
Yeah.
Seattle is really good. They're here for a reason. You don't go into the playoffs because you suck. They're here for a reason.
Yep.
Like, they've earned their way here, and they have no pressure.
Nothing is free.
They are the freedom of lack of expectations. They are happy to be here. Whatever happens, happens. It's great.
Yep.
They should be vibing. They should be having a great time. They have no pressure. They can go out and play as freely as they like. The Avs don't really have all that much pressure either, in my opinion, because they've been so beat up all year that them defending the cup hasn't really been a main storyline. It's been like, can they just survive these injuries?
It's genuinely been 6 months of survival.
Yeah, and now the question is, now that they have to this point survived those injuries, can the rest of the West survive the Avalanche?
Yep.
And that's the answer to that question starts tonight.
You're about to find out.
Yep.
Is the answer to that question. I feel good tonight. I know you guys feel good tonight too. We'll get to that in a second. Blaze, did you put in your bets today?
I did. Tiff, did we get to them? Oh, look at that. We do.
Look at
again,
him go.
like, I think this being the first game of the playoffs, the Avs have to basically go out there and show what's up to the rest of the league, right?
Yep.
So I'm taking Avs the puck line at plus 125. Sure. I think that's
Positive
something
money,
that you could
baby.
see happen. I know we talked about Makar starting slow, but again, this is the playoffs, so I think there is something there to it.
A little juice.
So I'm taking Makar with an anytime goal at plus 230. It feels
Let's be
like
real.
good money.
The least surprising thing in the world would be Colorado's top line goes out, draws a penalty on its first shift.
And Makar rips
Power
one into the
play
back
gets
of the
out
net.
on the ice. Cale Makar just stands at the top of the zone and fires a wrister in, and it's 1-0. And everybody's like, "We're back, baby!"
And then I also think like Erod is going to have chances because
He should.
what's going to be happening out on the ice, right? So he should have chances.
He is
tonight.
the third banana of all third bananas on
Yep.
that line. Teams are going to live and die by saying, yeah, if that guy beats us, he beats us.
Exactly. So that's
Yep.
why I'm saying that I think he's going to, he's going to generate
Well,
something.
when his points, I mean, he's on the
Yeah.
ice with your two best your
Yeah.
two best forwards. I mean, you certainly like that opportunity there for him.
I mean, if he doesn't get a point, it just feels like everything went wrong tonight.
Yep. I don't know if I go that far, but
We'll see.
you'd like to see him produce next to the big dogs, for sure.
Yep.
I really
don't want to gloss over that Josh Manson is back in this
Yes.
lineup.
Yeah.
Because you're talking about a heavy
Well,
forechecking team and a team that wants to get in your grill and play a certain way.
cool story. I'm going to let you finish, but we are brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook. You must be 21 or older. Colorado only. Other terms, restrictions, and conditions apply. See the show notes for details. If you're a gambling problem, call 1-800-522-4700. All void in Ohio. Okay, go.
Okay, so with Josh Manson, I feel like the guy's gonna go. I mean, there's like a great chance he goes out there and hooks somebody in the first period
Takes
because
a
it's like,
silly penalty.
welcome back, Josh.
And he's just amped.
But
Yeah.
there's also a chance that he goes out there and, Oliver Bjorkstrand tries to drive the net.
And he just drops
and,
him. Yeah.
And Josh Manson takes a stick, carves his heart out, puts it on his blade, eats it on the ice, and then roars like a lion and then goes for a line change. And just sets the tone like, I'm back.
Yep.
And this is a no-fly zone anytime I'm out here. Don't even bother. And I think that's the edge that this defense needs. That's been their weakness all year long.
Hard to
Has been
play
that
against,
guy
yeah.
right in front of the net. That's absolutely going to go to war. And you have Josh Manson and Jack Johnson on a pairing together.
Lay
Jack
some
Johnson
wood.
has
Yeah.
outplayed Eric Johnson over the last couple of weeks to earn this opportunity. this is that is a third pairing that you're going to have you might have some puck problems with, but I also think you're going to be having a conversation of like they're going to be miserable to play against. They are going to set a physical tone that the Avalanche need. They thrive when they've got that going on.
All right. I think we're all feeling the Avs by a healthy margin tonight.
Yep.
Yeah, and I think it'll be a good game. I really don't think that the Avs are going to be. It's going to be 4-0 at the end of the first, and we just going to chill.
I would not.
I think we're
that.
probably done with most of those for this season.
But the Avs should still go out there and be the better team.
Yeah, I do think that they are the better team, and that they get the freedom. This is the thing that we've talked about with Jesse a little bit. This is the first time all year they get the freedom to just go out and play hockey.
Yep.
That they don't have to worry about any. They're not worried about chasing in the standings.
Just
not
go
worrying
win.
about surviving till tomorrow. They get to just go look at this game. Just go play the game.
Yep.
Just go play the game in front of you for the first time all season.
All right. We're going to leave it there for the pregame. We do have a watch along coming your way. Puck drop in 10 to 15 minutes. We'll see how this Tampa game ends. I'm not exactly sure. I know they're dominating, but it's still got
7-3 at the moment.
Yeah, so maybe ESPN will be there in time.
7-3 with 8 minutes to go in the third.
We appreciate all of y'all hanging out with us, and we will talk to you, if not on the watch along and the post game. See you there.